two small communities in Cleburne County, Alabama, and a growing number of reported cases of leukemia and lymphoma.
Neighbors and researchers are concerned that more cases will be uncovered. So the big question tonight, what's going on? ABC 3340 I-Team investigator Brian Pia joins us now in studio with more on this. Brian?
Chris and Brenda, ask any parent. Your children are supposed to outlive you. But Megan Allred had to say goodbye to her young son, who died of cancer.
This is Will and his dad, Brandon.
Megan Allred only has pictures and memories of her son, Will. He died from leukemia in August 2017. He was just 12 years old.
It's worse than anything that I've ever been through. Watching him suffer was really hard.
For years, Megan and her husband and children drank water from this well as they lived in a mobile home in the small town of Fruithurst before they moved. Many other people here rely on well water too. In Fruithurst and in a small neighboring community called Muscadine, Auburn researchers uncovered at least 38 reported cases of leukemia and lymphoma, and they're still counting. 4 of those cancer diagnoses range from an infant to a 17-year-old. Researchers say most people diagnosed with cancer here have been on well water. Preliminary tests show many of the wells have contaminated water. Fruithurst Elementary School Principal Christy Height is the community activist that heads up a group called Cleburne Cancer Concerns.
Just to know that those contaminants are in the groundwater and what they do to your body makes it very serious.
We checked with the EPA. The agency doesn't regulate private wells. Well owners are responsible for the safety of their own water. Auburn University researchers found an industrial chemical called Biz2 in a few wells at levels that exceed EPA limits for municipal water systems. The federal government says Biz2 may increase the risk of cancer. They also found naturally occurring radon in some well water at levels that exceed proposed EPA standards for municipal water. The EPA says radon in drinking water may increase the risk of getting cancer, especially lung cancer. We went to Auburn looking for answers. Loka Ashwood is an Auburn University environmental and rural sociologist. She's part of the research team. She says it's too early to know if contaminants in the well water can be tied to the cancer cases, but those contaminants are a big concern.
If it's not safe for urban folks to drink, should we consider this safe for rural people to drink?
About 100 families have been given special filters or been hooked up to municipal water thanks to grant funding. The residents of about 350 other homes are on their own. Megan Allred tries to cope with the loss of her son 18 months after his death.
There's days that we just want to cry and scream and ask why.
Auburn University's Loka Ashwood grew up in a rural area. She says she would not drink the well water in Fruithurst or Muscadine without a special filter. Chris and Brenda?
This is scary. It's concerning. It'll make people angry. So I think the next question here, Brian, what happens next?
Well, more testing of the wells, additional surveys to see if there are more people with cancer. Meantime, ADEM is working with the EPA to do an additional assessment in the area, and that's going to happen this spring.
It needs to be done. Wow,
Absolutely.
Scary stuff.
Thank you for your work, Brian.
Sure thing.
And by